Alright, so this isn't the greatest video in the world, but I'm going to try to cover this as best I can. I wanted to talk about quickly today how we're going to get the X10 system automated. With the current setup, I've got the server running inside of a VMware session with a VMware crossover between the USB interface into the virtual machine, but unfortunately that's not going to work if I need sound. That's a limitation of my VMware hardware. So what I did was I picked up this box here. This is an M350 motherboard case available from miniITX.com, and I've kind of taken this apart in advance to make it easier to show you what it's got. Okay, it has two hard drive trays, and what I've done is I've wired one of them up with a small serial ATA hard drive. You can see it also has a PCI Riser card. It has onboard wireless with the wireless antenna on the back, so this way I can place it anywhere in the house I want without having to worry about hooking up a cable to it. I've also gone so far as to add on the front end, added an additional fan. Now this is a fan that I don't know if I necessarily need, but I've got it on there anyway, and it's controlled by a little switch in the back. And what you don't see yet is I haven't installed it because you wouldn't be able to see the board underneath. But in order to be able to send it voice commands from Bill's voice commander, it needs a sound card. And this particular one is just an L-cheapy one. Plugs into the PCI board, and it'll give me the ability to run additional audio line in and out. This machine has, as you can see, has lots of USB, has onboard gigabit Ethernet, and has standard audio out, but it doesn't have any microphone in. This is the power inlet, and this is for an external display. At some point, I hope to have a small touchscreen associated or attached to this, so we'll be able to run everything from touchscreen too. So this is going to be going in place of the existing system. The point in this is to have something. The whole point of this thing was to save money on electricity, and I'm reluctant to add more power draw to it. But this system only uses 100 watts, so it's really no more or less so than a large light bulb. And the power savings that it's going to be incurring, I think, will offset its footprint. So there we go. So for any of you who are interested in picking this setup up, the motherboard is a D945 JT. It's an Atom 270. It's a 1.6 gigahertz processor. It's got 3 rear USB, 4 total on board. VGA DVI out. It also takes up to 2 gig of RAM, which this has in it. It's got serial ATA, parallel ATA, miniPCI-E, the whole shoot and match. So anyway, should be a nice setup, and I'll get it more documented as we go.